Hello, this is Margaret Ajibode, the STEM Positive Disruptor, and today on Maya's conversation, I have a special guest, Salam Abualhayjaa. Yeah, sorry, you can pronounce. I apologize if it was not pronounced properly. She's from Jordan. She's a mechanical engineer, specializing in spacesuit design. She's also got a company which is set up, which is called Shield and Tech, which she will tell us more about. The reason why we set up this platform is we want to educate, we want to raise awareness, we want to change people's perception and demystify what STEM is, that science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We want to showcase the diverse roles, the diverse people that work within our industry. We want to bring the public into our domain. We also want to enthuse more young people to look at doing STEM education and leading on to hopefully a STEM profession as well. We want to show what's happening in our world and we want to encourage, start a conversation. So that's why I'm so proud of Salam. I'm proud and we want to celebrate her today. And so without further ado, welcome.
Thank you, Michael. Welcome, and thank you so much for inviting me to this podcast. It's such an honor for me to share my humble experience in this industry, and also to inspire other people to start. It doesn't matter where you are from. It doesn't matter where you live. What matters is your passion and your dedication. And if you want something, you need to chase it, right?
100%. Now you're talking my story, talking my,
Yeah.
and that's so true. And that's why we do what we do. And that's why we want people to be encouraged. We want them for this platform for us to be able to share, to showcase people like yourself and others, and also to just show what's happening in the different parts of the world. So again, thank you. So please tell us more about you. Tell us your journey because you've done great things in the space world. I mean, you are not just an engineer, but you're also an actress as well, aren't you? And you're a science communicator. You want to enthuse more young people within the space world profession. And to me, that's such a great thing as well, because what you're saying, I want to give back to the industry. So, but first of all, start with your journey. Tell us more about you.
Yes. So I'm gonna start with my name. My name is Salam Abualhayjaa, as you said it.
I try
Uh,
to.
yeah, I am from Jordan. I'm 25 years old. I've been passionate about space since I was a young girl, like second grade. And I was really passionate to be an astronaut. I went through so much different phases in my life, especially when I was a teenager. I was more engaged with art. I wanted to be a singer because I do have a good voice, and then I wanted to be an actress, and then a director. I was doing some theater artwork or some plays on theater and interactive plays for children and for other people to make them laugh. So it was a good journey since I was at my teenager years. And then after that, I realized that no, when I was younger than that, I wanted to be an astronaut. I was just keep pushing myself backward to where my dream was and to continue from there. So when I reached a certain phase, we call it high school. It's kind of a critical phase where you need to choose very carefully what section you want to go for, what specialization you need to choose. So I was thinking, no, I don't want to be like an actress. I want to go a little bit to science and STEM education, and I wanted to go back to my dream to be an astronaut. That's why I started as a mechanical engineer. And in every step, in every moment, every course, every lecture I took in mechanical engineering, I never regret it because I felt like I am in the right place. I felt like I'm learning things I wanted to learn, and things will definitely prepare me to be an astronaut or even prepare me to be in the space industry, doesn't matter where.
Mhm.
And when I reached my senior year, preparation for graduation, and then you need to choose your team. I was really immersed in different sections within mechanical engineering, like automation, mechatronics, and other different sectors. But I was like, uh, why did I started in mechanical engineering in the first place? I started because I want to go to space industry. So I didn't feel like my graduation project was the right one. So I participated in a competition called Just in Jordan. It was one of a kind to design a rover for Mars and a spacesuit. But I was more, I love feminine stuff. I love fashion design. I love these kind of stuff. So I wanted to go with the spacesuits more because also I love material science, systems, life support systems, and these details. I wanted to go with the spacesuit. I designed one. We won the competition, and then I felt like this is the perfect graduation project I wanted to continue with in my senior year. And I did transfer this entire project into my graduation project. I did a lot of improvement on the cooling system. We designed a cooling system that it's not the same one as over there that we use it in spacesuits currently. And it was such a good start. I designed multiple spacesuits afterwards with Asclepius in Switzerland. It was an analog mission that is currently happening in Switzerland. And I designed multiple spacesuits for them with a cooling ventilation garment can last for 6 to 8 hours, as well as multiple layers that can prevent the heat to come in, or the anti-cut and different material science. We also added some life support systems, ventilation systems, and other stuff within the spacesuit. So the astronauts or the analog astronauts could feel like they are in a real spacesuit. And from there, I felt like, okay, this is a good thing to be specialized more in. And I started to read more about spacesuit designs. I reached a point where I wanted to bring spacesuit concept into Earth. So
Mhm.
when you get into the details of how you design a spacesuit and with the multiple layers concept that each layer will make you or prevent certain danger to our body as humans, that
Mhm.
definitely could work on Earth. So, for example, we have a cooling system that could work on different environments on Earth. We have a pressurized garment that could also help us underwater. So, I was linking how we can use the same concept of a spacesuit to use them on Earth so we can benefit them as humans. Because
Mhm.
we do develop space sectors
Mhm.
to get benefits from it as explorers, of
Mhm.
course, to explore other planets, but also as people who live on Earth, right? We need to
Mhm.
make sure that we are developing something that it's usable, people can take advantage of on Earth. So that's where I found the link between spacesuits and personal protective equipment, PPE.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where, yeah, that's where I created my startup, Shield and
Yes.
Tech. Right now we're in
Ah,
the, yeah, this is the idea of Shield and Tech. I
right.
wanted to spacesuit designs with personal protective equipments here on
Yeah.
Earth. So
Wow.
each layer we design it for the spacesuit. It could be work on different industries on Earth. For example, for firefighters, for people who works in a very harsh environment, cold environments, hot environments, underwater, for military use, a lot of application on Earth that can be benefit from the technology and
Mm.
R&D coming from spacesuit design. That's the
Mm.
link between it. And I'm still in the idea phase of my startup. I wanted to launch it as soon as possible because I want to make sure that we have a nothing is perfect, right? But
Yeah,
at least, yeah, but at least we know what we're doing,
of
and we're doing
course.
it to the minimum requirement for this company to be launched properly.
Of course.
Yeah, and to add something extra, right now I'm working on a community because as you said, we need to know what is happening in other parts of the world,
Mm.
especially in space. So
Mm.
I'm creating a community called MENA Community, Middle East North Africa. Yes,
Okay.
MENA Space Community.
Uh-huh.
It's a community to design space analogs or space analog missions,
Mm-hmm.
as well as space research, space technology. We want to initiate the concept of space exploration in the region, especially that we have two special terrains, locations in the Middle
Mm.
East,
Mm-hmm.
Wadi Rum
Mm-hmm.
and the Valley of the Moon, as well as Al Ula in Saudi Arabia. So we have Wadi Rum in Jordan and Al Ula in Saudi Arabia. They look like Mars. The Martians, the movie, has been
Mhm.
filmed there. So we do have the
Ah,
yeah, we do have the terrain. We have a golden ticket to start analogs here in Jordan. That's where the concept come from. And I started it. We have 270 student or passionate young professional people with us. So we're kicking off some good celebration. We're celebrating this as one community, not as Salam only.
yes,
And
yes.
I've been talking so much, so I'm gonna leave it to you. I
No,
want
but but the thing is, this is why we set up this platform. We want to be able to share what's going on in different parts of the world, but also to showcase, and celebrate people like yourself, Salam. And so, thank you so much for that information. But I mean, you're doing so much at such a young age. It's at 25 years, and you're doing so many different things. But I call you like because of where you come from as well, from Jordan. I mean, how is it like for women that are working within a STEM environment? How is it? Is it an easy process? Are there many women doing science or especially engineering and technology? Are there many women there in that space?
yes, I bet that it's yes.
All right,
The answer is yes. So maybe 10 years ago, it was hard for the women to get engaged with such industries.
right.
But right now, it's 7 years and coming from that time until now, I feel like the community, the industry started to accept and absorb more women to be in STEM education. So me myself, I know a lot of mechanical engineers, women mechanical engineers. I know pilots. I know people who are electrical engineers, people who
Mm,
works in a. Some people think that it's only for men jobs, but it's also for women at some point.
of
So here
course,
in our
yeah.
community. Yeah, it's becoming better. I'm not gonna say at the majority it's 100% acceptable. You still find some portions in the country that people will not accept it to women to come and engage in such hard jobs as they call it, and it's maybe the woman it's not qualified enough. So they see it that way, but the majority of the community, yes, they do accept it, and I feel like Jordan in the latest 10 years they're starting to be more open to the world, and I'm
Mm,
very proud of my country to start engaging in STEM education. I feel and I receive so much support from the
mm,
community itself. I believe I was in some podcast or kind of a TV interview in Jordan locally, and
mm,
my view was like maybe 2 million views, and people were really supportive to the point that I wasn't believing that they are accepting women to be in different industries, especially in space. So I'm really
yeah,
proud of my community, of my people, that they are accepting and they are welcoming education, especially education for women. And
yeah, yeah.
I do appreciate our government because they support teaching young ladies at a young age, and it's something that you need to do it. There's no chance you can just take out your children out of the school because they are women or they are like girls. No, it's something that the country is taking care of. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, here in Jordan, we do take care of STEM at a very high level.
Yeah, and that's great, and I love the fact, and I think in a way what you did do, because if you got 2 million views or how many views you had, that showcased that you're exposing what's possible from a female perspective, because not very many women are in that space industry or in engineering and technology. You're a mechanical engineer, so that's your inspiration and in many ways a role model as well. And I applaud you. I celebrate because I think this is what we want to do. We want to break those barriers down. We want to. That's why we showcase Salem, the likes of you and other people similar to you and all across the world because there are lots of people who've gone through the phase and they don't know who they can relate to, but you are someone that in that part of the world they can see themselves in you, and that's why I like what you're doing, and I do want to see how I want to see you in space very soon as well because I know that you want a full scholarship to America to do is it space training, astronaut training? Is that correct?
Yes.
And have you completed that now?
Not yet, because it's a master degree. So some people may know and recognize International Institutes for Astronautic Science,
Hmm.
IIAS. It's
Hmm.
kind of an institute, a higher institute that gives you the opportunity to train as an astronaut, a citizen
Wow.
astronaut. Right now,
Yeah.
they are flying people to space. We have our latest Dr. Shana Pandya. She's going to
Hmm.
space, and
Wow.
we have launched before her as well a lot of people, and
Hmm.
we're planning as or IIAS is planning to launch more people to space, so that's a good celebration for them, and I'm part of this community. I'm so proud of Jason and the people who's responsible for this institute. They are such a grateful people, and they give you what you need as a citizen astronaut. They prepare
Okay.
you, give you much enough knowledge, and share a lot of connections within the space industry that you can find yourself there. And the most important thing, it's a master degree that you can go and learn multiple courses with them. That could be
Okay.
a great opportunity for everyone around the world who wants to go to a space training or to be an astronaut training. This is your chance. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter citizenship you are or you have. You can
Hmm.
go join them and take that training and maybe complete your master.
Well, thank you. And I also want to say congratulations as well, because I mean, I'm sure there were lots of other people trying to get a scholarship to do that. And just for the audience's perspective, what does it mean to be a citizen astronaut or trained to be? What does that mean to the general public? What skill set do you need? Because I know that were involved in quite a few things, and there were different people from different parts of industry that are game for the same thing. So I know that you're saying it's open to, well, you explain.
Yeah, so I have like a very little information about these because I know that the citizen astronauts are the people with the commercial astronauts,
Okay.
not linked to governmental agencies like NASA or other. It's like more private sector that
Okay.
trains citizen people, like local people from all over the world. Doesn't
Mhm.
matter if you need to pass some tests, of course, but
Of
in
course.
general, if you wanted to learn, then this door is always open for you to be in an environment that educates you on how to be an astronaut. Doesn't matter what a background you have.
Hmm.
It's also open for people with they are just enrolled in bachelor degree. You don't have to have a bachelor degree. There's program for young ages, program for people who have a STEM background, but maybe I'm not the right person to answer this question. I will leave it definitely to the people with experience.
Of
But I can
course.
tell you, I'm from Jordan, a woman. Someone needs so much permissions to be a NASA astronaut, for example. I
Of
need
course.
certain stuff to pass. But
Mhm.
because IIAS can open the door for everyone, I could go and attend this course and take
Mhm.
it. So that could be an example on the easy way to go and learn these kind of courses and to be in a spacesuit that it's pressurized, to learn how to learn how to act as space wise, medical wise, engineering wise when you are in an environment of a space, and you
Okay.
can experience different G's, a lot of
Mhm.
stuff within the course. So if anybody is interested, you can just go and find their website, definitely talk to them, ask them.
Okay.
they it's it's not that hard to be in this course.
Okay.
uh, and
Ha
definitely, there's a lot of scholarships over there that they can give.
okay. So what does IIAS stand for? Sorry if I may
Yeah,
ask.
yeah. International Institutes for Astronautic Science.
Good. And how long's the master course?
It is accredited hours. So, for example, my
Okay.
course, the course that I took, it's only 3 hours, called POSM. It's kind of
Okay.
an introductory course, 3 hours that you pass them. You learn different stuff, and you take an exam and then a certificate. But if you continue taking more courses with them, each course will be balanced to 3 credited hours. And when you finish maybe 30 hours, that could be equal to a master degree.
All right. I see. I understand. Well, I wish you all the best, and I'm really excited that one day you'll get that opportunity to go to space as well. But even while you're on this Earth, you're doing great things as well, where spacesuit design is concerned, because I know you've done quite a lot of iteration of the original state of that design you started, and what the benefits of what you're doing. But also, I like the idea of what you said about linking what's happened, the suits that are used in space to what we're doing on what is needed on this Earth, and the benefits of that. And so I can't wait to see you in this space and what you're doing, especially where Shield and Tech is concerned, because that's the channel you're looking to open those doors of opportunity, or to create that, to enable that to happen. So thank you so much. So just you, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of what you've done. I'm also proud because, you're from Jordan and you're making headway. And I know that you are a very strong role model where people from the Arab world is concerned, and as well as Jordan, because I know that you're an ambassador, and that you go and represent not just Jordan but also parts of the Arab world. So I applaud you for that. I'm so proud of you, what you achieved and what you're going. I mean, the world is your oyster. Whatever you want, I can do it. Do you know? And to me, that's what you're showcasing as well. That if Salam, can do it, anyone can do as well. And I think because also you're one of the so few females that are doing it within that world, it means that the door is open wide for you. But also what you're saying is, because I read where you said you want to be able to promote the possibilities in space relate promote youth possibilities in space related profession. So that means what you're saying is that I want to open doors. I want to create that opportunity for other people to come along with me. So what does that, and how do you do that? How do you do that? Can you tell us more about that?
Currently within our space community, which is MENA,
Yes.
we're bringing more students from different backgrounds. We have people
Okay.
from all over the region,
Mm-hmm.
from Jordan, from Saudi, from Egypt, from Morocco, from different parts of MENA region. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
we're introducing them to the space exploration concept and
Mm-hmm.
also to analog mission concept. We want
Mm-hmm.
them to understand that it doesn't matter what is your background, we need everyone in space. When we are in space, we need the doctors, we need the engineers, we need
Of
the people who
course.
can grow food.
Mm-hmm.
We need everyone there. We need even poetries, as Dr. Sam Proctor always says.
Yeah.
When you go out there and you see the entire earth in front of you, you need someone who can express words,
Yeah.
someone who can write poet to understand or to explain how it feels. So we need
Yeah.
everyone there. It doesn't matter if you are an art person, an actress. It doesn't matter who you are. Of course, some
Mm.
people they concentrate on certain jobs like
Mm.
engineering, like being a doctor. But with the preparation, with the training, everyone could be in the space industry. Everyone is open. Whether you are a male or a female, you're welcome. You're a doctor or engineer, you're welcome. You're educated, non-educated, you're welcome. Because we need people, we need technicians, we need people who have a survival training, who have their own hobbies. Because when you go to a harsh environment as a space, you need to know how to try to fit in such a hard environment,
Yeah, of
and
course.
to know the basic survival techniques, to know the
Mm.
basic stuff, and with training everything will be gained, right? You
Of
don't need to
course.
be like super ready. That's why the analog missions that we're spreading awareness about, it's
Yes.
gonna be super important as a basic block, and as the minimum requirement for space exploration education. Because when you as a student at the age of 22 has been trained to be an analog astronaut, and you know how to
Mm.
build an analog astronaut, then it's not hard for you in the age of 30 to be an astronaut, right? Because
So
you're
true.
preparing. So we're spreading the awareness and opening the door for everyone within our community. That's how I do it. That's my way. But
Well,
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other ways that other
of
people is
course.
doing out there with research,
Yeah.
with development, with
Yeah.
project. with
Mm,
other stuff that they're bringing, with
mm,
lectures, with awareness,
mm.
being an ambassadors as well. That
Yes,
could be one way, but there's 100 ways to do it, right?
of course. And again, every way leads to the same place. And I think it's understanding that. And I think what you're doing is great. And I think, the fact that you have a community that's pulled together, wanting to bring that change is so positive as well. So I truly applaud you, Salam. I appreciate what you're doing in your space and how you're breaking those barriers down, not just for you, for people in that part of the world, but also for females especially. You are doing great things, and I appreciate what you do, and I appreciate you as being a person. My curiosity though, what very briefly is, what do you do? Are you still an actress? Do you still do a bit of creative?
Um, no, I
No.
don't. No, I stopped. I was doing that when I was maybe 16 to 17 years old.
Oh,
I
I
was
see.
place, but I gained the experience. Like I
Yeah,
gained experience in how to communicate with people and how to
yeah,
engage in interactive engagement with the community,
yeah,
with the public speaking. So right now in every session I go, I feel like, okay, I got that experience. I learned it.
yeah,
It helped
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Right now I'm more focused on helping other people and definitely building a career for me, myself,
Good.
and as well to be immersed more in the space industry as a spacesuit designer or as a space communicator, let's say, because I want to spread awareness more and inspire other people. Because here in Jordan, we don't have a space agency yet. We don't have a Jordanian space agency. So why not, just I want to trigger these people. I want them to be inspired. So to call for an agency. I
Yeah,
want Jordan to start leading space explorations, space research, or at least to be more immersed because it is starting in the Middle East.
yeah, yeah,
You can see it in Saudi Arabia, you can
yeah,
see it in United Arab Emirates, you can see it
yeah,
in other countries in the Gulf countries, but
yeah.
also I want to see it in the Levant, in Jordan,
Mm,
in Egypt, and other places. Yeah, I want to see it more within
yeah.
the Arab world. I
And it
want them
will
to,
happen.
yeah, definitely it will happen.
It will
As soon as
happen.
it is start, as soon as it is starting, that means it's
Mm.
happening.
Yes,
That's it,
of course.
right?
And I believe that you'll be one of those that will set it up, the foundation, because you're already there and you have a passion for what you're doing. You have a passion for space, and you doing space design also is requirement. And the fact that you can link space and the earth and how the suit can be married and used in either world also showcases you're thinking beyond the narrow way of looking. Okay, we just want it for there, but we're saying we're broadening the horizon for it. So I am so proud of. I'm so blessed to have you on my platform. So just one word or a sentence. What would you say to those that are aspiring to do what you're doing? What would you say to them that what should do? Because what do you, I mean, I'm sure you had some there were times where maybe there were issues that you had to face and how you overcame them. So what would you say to someone who's aspiring to be like you or to be in the world that you're in right now? So
Don't be afraid to be unique. Never. Because it's not easy, but it's not hard. I mean, if you continue and you put it that goal in your mind, just
mm,
don't be afraid to be unique. Keep going. Never stop dreaming. Never. I faced so much hard times. I
yeah.
had to change my company name multiple times. I
Oh,
had some setbacks, people coming in, people leaving, people trying to take what you're trying to do, to take a credit of your work.
yeah.
I will never share who are these people. I'm not
No.
gonna put myself in the victim position. No, because
No, no.
this is normal success. If you're not facing these things, then you're not in the right phase, or you're super unique. I mean, you're superhero then, because it has to happen, right?
Yeah.
You will find you will be in times where everything is just tidying up to you on you, that you cannot even breathe, and you feel like, oh, I'm stuck. No, I can't do it. I need to do
Mm-hmm.
it, but I don't want. I don't
Mm.
feel like it. You will feel these times. You will
Yeah,
pass
yeah,
these times. You will go through them, and then you
yeah,
will feel days where, oh my God, it is so open to the world that
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
know from where to start catching
yeah,
opportunity, right? So
yeah.
all these times will pass. You will go through all these times, whether you're a female or a male, it doesn't
Mm,
matter.
mm,
Opportunities has given from our God to everyone. So
yeah,
just be open,
yes.
and trust me, never be afraid to do anything unique, especially for the people who saying starting as a business at a young age with zero experience, that's a danger. I mean, even going to a normal job, it's also risky, right?
Of
Everything is risky.
course,
I mean,
everything
not
is.
doing anything is risk.
It's
Everything is risk.
but of
Yeah.
course, and you're so wise in the way you see, and I love your ambition, I love your drive because I think when people see this podcast, and I want them to see this, they'll be inspired to be like you. And I love what you said. Never give up. Be very unique. And keep pushing through, and I think that's what we need to do. And then it's good to encourage one another. It's good to also have a support network around us as well. So, no, Salam, thank you so much for coming on board. I know it's taken us a while to get here, but we're here now.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and I celebrate you all the time. And I've been watching out for you because I know you're going to be doing great things in that part of the world, Jordan, in the Middle East, in the Arab world, because you are. I will call you a trailblazer in that environment because that's who you are. And you're breaking down barriers as well. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Again,
Margaret, for your
no
time.
problem. No problem. Again, thank you very much. Again, please listen to our conversation. Look, we want to spread the word. We want to share what people are doing across the world. And we've got Salam came on today, and she's so amazing. She's so talented. She's such a driver that she inspires so many people. So please, I would appreciate you to like, to comment, to share with your network, and also to subscribe to this channel because we want to make that difference. And that's why we do what we do today, and having the likes of Salam to come on board and have a conversation with us. So again, thank you so much, Salam. Appreciate you. And yes, thank you.